Welcome back everybody. Alibaba here from One Stop Tutorials. You're still hanging in here. Good to see you again. I hope you're getting the hang of this Adobe Photoshop. It's not complex stuff when you get to watch and see how to use everything. I know we're still on the boring stuff, and we will get into some fun stuff very soon, I do promise. But like anything, we need to learn to walk before running, as they say, or in my case, run before walking. Okay, what I got here is I got a picture of this is from a website called jazzkids.co.uk. It's a baby clothing company doing wholesale and retail clothing from England. Now, it's a bit biased really, because this happens to be my mother's business, so I'm giving up a big up yourself, mother. And but nonetheless, it's actually quite a good picture to be using for what we're going to do now. Okay, so our next mission, our next goal, our next challenge to complete Adobe Photoshop is going to be the lasso tools. You got the lasso tool, the polygonal lasso tool, and the magnetic lasso tool. Okay, I'm trying to talk polite because we're doing video tutorials. Okay, let's start with the lasso tool. Oh, and by the way, the shortcut is L. Click L on your keyboard. Okay, the first one, yeah, we're going to do the first one is a lasso tool. Okay, now this tool, it really helps if you had a it's quite hard to use with a mouse, okay, but it does have some funkiness for it. I will show you what I use it for. I mean, what you can use it for. Let me zoom right in here. It's a bit blurred, but what you can do is you can just hold down and you can just draw along the dress, let's say, and come across, and you could just make a selection of the dress. Now, I don't generally use this tool for that particular thing. Okay, what I do use this tool for is manipulation. Okay, so let's say this bit here, this bit in the garden, I just don't like it. It's spoiling the atmosphere of these two beautiful girls in the flowers, and it looks like there's rubbish on the floor. Not acceptable. But in Adobe Photoshop, we can get rid of it. Simply circle around it. Okay, now as soon as you put hover your mouse cursor inside the selection, the ants running as I call it, just left click and then just drag it across. Okay, and we'll select this little bit here. Now what you need to do is you need to hold down Control and Alt on your keyboard, and then you need to drag, hold Alt and Control on your keyboard, and then you need to drag it across and let go. So what you've just done is you've just basically selected this area, moved it across to choose a new area to select, copied that layer, copied that area, and moved it back across. And as you can see, you've completely manipulated it to move it out of the way. So let's do the same up here. Look, well, what's that? Someone's been digging a hole, okay, in my mother's garden. So let's wrap that round there and let's move. Okay, so again, just move your cursor into the middle of the selection, move it to the area that you want. I mean, you can move it everywhere. I like to keep close because generally it's the same color, the same lightage and everything. Hold down Alt, Control, and then move it across. Okay, and then deselect, Control D. Okay, now this isn't the best. There is other tools that can do this as well, but it's quite fun to play with. It's quite fun because it gets you used to the lasso tool and you sort of get enjoyment out of it at the same time. Okay, so let's move, let's take this clump here, Control Alt, and then let's move that across, and there you go. So I think you're getting a general idea. Okay, the next tool is the polygonal lasso tool. Okay, now this is the same, similar, instead this is a click basis. So you click, drag, click, 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 click. So it's click and drag, and what it does is it leaves quite sharp edges. It'd be great for, like, let's say a pavement on the street where you could cut straight across. It'd be good for that. It's not the best tool to do around the edge stuff. Okay, and just so I show you the closeout, you click, 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 and as you get nearer you see a little circle arrives, click it and it will make a selection. Okay, now the next tool the next tool is worth talking about. This is the bee's knees of lasso tools. Okay, this is called the magnetic lasso tool. Okay, I'm going to zoom in again. Now what this does is, it's a pretty amazing tool really. You just click once and then you follow. You just follow the line of the clothing. You just keep follow, keep follow, keep follow. Okay, now let's say a bit like here, it's not finding the edge properly. We just click and we just follow. Okay, this is just, it's just an unbelievable tool. Now as you can see, I'm coming to the bottom of the page and I need to carry on moving forward. All you need to do is hold down spacebar, move the page up, and then continue. Okay, easy stuff, nothing to be scared of. We're going to come around, come around. All I'm doing is dragging. I'm not even clicking. I've done a few clicks. Let's go over a hand just for this demonstration. Bang, bang, up to the top, around. Maybe you have to click here to reset it. Come around, back to the dot, click, and look at that. That is just, that's just a beautiful tool. It's done a really good job with not much work at all. Okay, selected it very nicely. Okay, those are the three main things of the lasso tool. Play with them, get used to them. I mean, if you've got a tab, you know, a tab is a lot easier coming around here than, let's say, with a mouse. I mean, the mouse can, you know, come out. One more thing I'll show you with all of these selection tools, like I showed you in the marquee tool before, if you hold Alt, you can take away, and if you hold Shift, you can add. Okay, exactly like the marquee tool. So this bit of the hat, if we zoom in and move up here, you see this bit of the hat, we want to get this more straight. Okay, let's make a selection. Let's just say we made this selection down here. Okay, we want to hold, we want to, let's say we take this bit away, it's too close, we just boom, and we'll circle around and it moves it in. Okay, really good tools to get used to. The lasso tool is a little bit harder because you've got to use a mouse, or if not, like I said, use a tab, but definitely worth using the magnetic lasso tool. It is an amazing tool. They're all amazing tools in Photoshop, and that is why we are watching these tutorials. My name's Ali Baba, and if you've got any comments, stick them on YouTube, and the next video tutorial will more than likely be on the magic wand, which is this tool here. So catch you guys and girls there. Have a good evening, have a good day wherever you are in the world. See you around.